Hello, how's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a great day. First dish we're going to do today is a quiche. And it's a little different than maybe what you've seen before, and I'll go through that as we build it, but it's a great dish, and to me it really speaks spring. When I think about spring, I think of asparagus, I think of green onions, I think of mushrooms, and that's what we're putting together today. So this quiche is made with, I don't use any half and half or cream with this quiche, I use mayonnaise. It's 2 eggs to a cup of mayonnaise per pie. So it lowers the number of eggs you use. You don't use any cream or half and half, and it makes a really wonderful, decadent, lovely quiche, which you'll see in a minute when we finish with it. So first thing I'm going to do, I've got 2 eggs beaten. I'll put those in my bowl. I've got 1 cup of Hellmann's mayonnaise, and it's important to have Hellmann's because of its superior emulsion and heat stability, which is really so important in a hot application like this. So I'll mix these together, and this will be the base for our quiche. So what we're doing now is we're going to add some ingredients to it. I've got some diced ham, about 3/4 of a cup. I've got some asparagus that I blanched, about 1/2 cup, and it's thinly sliced so it disperses well. I've got shiitake mushrooms, which I diced them and I sauteed them in bacon fat, a little salt and pepper. So I'll put those in. That's about 1/2 cup as well. This time of year, what I really would love to use, but I wasn't able to find any, source any at this time, was our morels. I think morels and asparagus are one of the best combinations in the world. And then I've just got some Colby Jack cheese. So about 3/4 of a cup. So put all that in there, mix that up. Now, one of the things you notice is I put all the ingredients right into the base. Normally when you make a quiche, you got to mix the ingredients up. You put those in your pie shell. You mix up your base of your eggs and your half and half, and you pour that over your ingredients. And then you pick it up and you're trying not to tip it or spill it because the base is so liquidy, and you inevitably always spill a little bit when you're putting it in the oven. I have a prepared pie crust here. You'll notice with this base, it's thick. Everything is suspended. It's not going to spill when I move it. I don't have to put everything in. I save a step by putting everything right in the base. I can mix up base for 30 or 40 quiche at once and just ladle them into my pie shells. So it works out real well. So that's it. It's that simple. This goes into a 425-degree oven for 10 minutes. And then turn it down to 350 degrees for about 15 minutes more. It cooks quicker than a regular quiche does as well. Mayonnaise is beautiful in a hot application like this because it basically souffles up real nice and then settles down, gives you a very creamy textured quiche. So this is the one I baked this morning. So you can see how beautiful it is. It browns really nice. And one of the things about it that you'll find out is that it doesn't have that bouncy, spongy texture that a quiche normally has. It has a really smooth, creamy, delicate texture to it, and it's absolutely wonderful. Now with this quiche, we're going to do a Hollandaise. So we have the Nor Hollandaise, which I have here in the double boiler. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a little of that Nor Hollandaise.
Hey, Chef, can I ask you a question that came in through the chat?
You most certainly can.
All right. Did you par bake or fully bake your crust first?
I did not. That's why I started at 425. You can par bake the crust for a few minutes, and then I bake straight at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. But I find if you start in a hot oven at 425, you get a nice browning on the top of your quiche, your crust browns nice, and you still cook the bottom of the crust. And then I just turn it down to 350 for the last 15 or 20 minutes of baking.
Great, thank you.
Tomato and green onion, hollandaise. So I've got some fine diced tomato. I just seeded the tomato, diced it fine. I've got some green onions that I chopped because I really want to get the flavor out of them. So rather than just slicing them, I chopped them fine. So that makes a wonderful hollandaise. And I know you can't smell it over the video. I wish you could. But
I feel like that's coming soon, though.
Pardon me?
I said I feel like that should be coming soon, though.
It should. It definitely should. So the green onions have a beautiful aroma to them. The hollandaise has a great scent to it. It just makes a great, great, great sauce. So we'll taste that. Beautiful. So let's cut our quiche.
And just to answer a few questions on the chat, all of these recipes will be available. They will be on ufs.com early next week, if not the end of this week, and we will be posting them on social media by tomorrow, so you will see them on there as well.
So there's our quiche. You can see it bakes up real nice. Doesn't get those air pockets in it. Sometimes you get in when you just use eggs and half and half or eggs and cream.
Now, Chef, if you were doing this as an item that maybe you were picking up Saturday to serve on Sunday,
Absolutely.
how would you recommend? Would you bake it all the way and then suggest reheating instructions? How would that work?
Yeah, what I would do is I would bake these off ahead of time and chill them down for a pre-purchase. You could send it hot, obviously. Just package the sauce up, package the quiche up, and send it out. But if you're doing it for the day ahead or early in the morning for later service, chill it down, package it up. The sauce is reheatable. It won't break like an old hollandaise would. And the quiche, obviously, is very reheatable as well. I would put it in a 325-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and that'll bring it up to a nice serving temperature. Typically, quiche, you're not going to eat it hot. You're going to eat it very warm, and that's what you want with that. And then the hollandaise sauce, you can just heat up in the microwave for a minute or so, and you'll be set and ready to go. Sounds
great. If you were doing this as a package item, so let's say a meal for four, what other side dishes or dishes would you think about including in this to make it a full meal?
Well, I think a nice croissant would be beautiful, or some type of a nice bread item on the side to go with it. It's a very rich dish, so I'd have something very clean to go with it too, like some steamed asparagus, or although we already have asparagus in it, but a steamed vegetable would go nice with it. Something along those lines. But it really is pretty much a complete dish as it is. You don't need to put a lot with it. So some nice fresh fruit on the side would be beautiful to go with it, again, to cleanse the palate, because it is a relatively rich dish. But one of the nice things is when you're talking about Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduations, these are special occasions. It's okay to eat something that's full and flavorful and great for you. And this
I'll
recipe,
tell my mom that. Thank you.
So if you follow the basic recipe, you can do it with anything you want. Goat cheese and bacon and tomato is a beautiful quiche. You can use whatever flavoring ingredients you want. Just follow that ratio of 2 parts mayonnaise to 1 part egg by volume.
Great. And we're getting one last request for you, Chef Rudy. Could you give us a close-up of your quiche so we can see the texture?
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. How's that?
Looks good to me.
And you see the whole thing. Okay.
Sounds perfect. Thank you so much, Chef Rudy. And let's see. Yes, Chef Rudy is going to blast this all on his Instagram page. You will find it from us.
Yeah.
Next, now that I've already messed up my order and started with Rudy, as Alvaro told me I was supposed to start with him, we will now turn it over to Chef Alvaro, who has another very different dish using our hollandaise as well.